Hermione Plans. And today I thought I'd take a few minutes and talk about how I set up my social media planner at the beginning of each month. So I have tried keeping a separate social media planner. I tried just putting it on my weekly spreads. I tried using my monthly overview, and none of those things were really working for me. I then remembered that I had the social media filler paper that Happy Planner came out with, I think it was last year, and I'd used it before and it seemed to work, so I want to try to go back to that. I have changed things up just a little bit, so let me show you what I'm doing. In my daily planner, I made a social media tab, and this was just a monthly divider from a planner that I had used or was outdated, I don't remember which. So I just made a label that said social media, put some, I think, scrapbook paper on the back, and this is where I keep my social media plans. So I am using the Get Social Sheets, and then I also just keep a piece of blank paper in here. I know this is the hourly daily paper. It's a layout that I don't find myself using that often, so it's just kind of used as a note page. The Get Social filler paper was set up to be a weekly paper where you could list all of your different social media accounts and plan out your week. I use it a little bit differently. I use it as a monthly guide. So let me show you what I've actually been working on to get September set up. So I whited out where it said week of and put in September 2020. I then took some washi tape and covered kind of these individual rows, because normally it says, you know, account, top number of likes, number of comments, number of new followers. That's not stuff that I'm worried about tracking. I'm doing all of my social media, so Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all on one sheet. And the way that I've been doing that is through some color coding. So I made myself a little guide down here at the bottom so I wouldn't remember or forget that I've been using pink for YouTube, purple is Facebook, blue is Instagram. So the first thing I do is I sit down and plug in everything that really stays the same from month to month. So every Sunday I try to release a plan with me on YouTube and a picture on Instagram. I know that on Tuesdays I have $2 Tuesday posts that are due for Lovely Ladybug Studio, which is a gorgeous planner shop that I've been doing some PR for on their PR team. And then I also have PR postings on Thursday. Lovely Ladybug is going to be participating in the Ghoul Boss sale coming up September 17th through the 21st. So I know every day I'm going to have a Ghoul Boss post that's going on to Instagram. So this is where I start. They also have these plan of attack sheets for the week that have some checklists, some graph paper, and some places on the back for inspiration, content, hashtags, keywords. What I do is I use these to kind of track what's going on the other sheet. So I know that there's going to be some special videos that I want to plug into my YouTube schedule. You know, this one, the social media plan. I've got one on using a mini book in the dashboard layout, and I use the Choose Happy mini book. I've got one on setting up for virtual learning that I use the teacher student books for. And I know I'm going to do an update on my August contentment challenge now that August has wrapped up. I use the back just to, you know, kind of help me out. I need to fill this in. And I do not worry about how my handwriting looks on this, guys, because it's for me and me only. So up here, I write out the weeks that I need to do plan with me's and kind of the plan for what sticker book I'm going to use. Down here, this isn't going to make a whole lot of sense, but these are weeks and days of the week that I need to make sure that I'm accounting for things. And then I just use this for a little scratch paper. What I do, put this back over here. I showed you guys that I keep a piece of scratch paper in here. So as I go through September, if I have an idea or something that I want to try to put together, whether it's something I want to film for YouTube or a picture that I think would really work on my Instagram feed or in the Facebook groups, I will just jot this kind of as notes. So I'll go ahead, you know, a lot of times what I do, oops, I think my whiteout is about shot. I'm just going to grab sticker book here. I'll grab the student book because it's pretty close. And I thought it had some longer boxes in it, but maybe it doesn't. No. It doesn't, but that's okay. So I'll find kind of the pink section, and we'll just pop this header over that. My whiteout went a little bit too far. And then let me find kind of the greenish, if I can. And I'll just pop this over here. The nice thing about this type of whiteout is when I go a little too far, I can usually just scratch it off. So what I'll usually do is, you know, maybe I'll label this one pictures, so that's where I'll keep picture ideas. I'll label this one for YouTube. So when I sit down to do my October social media plan, I will grab this sheet, or if I haven't filled this up, I may just write October in there, but usually I start a new one. And I'll just kind of go through and say, okay, so these are the videos I came up with, these are some pictures that I want to take, and I plug it in and I start the process again. Another thing that this does is it makes it really easy for me to glance and see a whole month and say, okay, what did I focus on? So I know in September, I'm focusing a lot on using the things that I have in new or creative ways, or bringing back things that I kind of forgot I had, like the social media pages. So these are going to go right here. And then as I get videos taken, get pictures ready, I will start plugging in the rest of the days and get going on getting my social media posts filmed or touched up or edited or ready, whatever needs to be done for that platform. So that's how I'm doing social media planning. I've seen other people that have used these Get Social sheets for school trackers, homework trackers, appointment trackers, productivity trackers. There's really a lot of things that you can do. So the lesson to learn here is don't get completely focused on the way something is designed, because there's always ways that you can modify it and work for you and your style and make it something that's going to bring you happiness, bring you joy, and not be a challenge each month. If you like this video, hit the like button below. If you want to see more of my videos, consider subscribing. And happy planning, everyone!